Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Today we will be learning how to divide two-digit numbers by a one-digit number. Most of us may be familiar with division, and others this may be the beginning, and we might be a little unfamiliar with it. So I hope this helps you guys learn the basics of division. And I know a lot of us may also have certain numbers formula, sorry, certain numbers memorized. Just because we might have our multiplication tables memorized, so it might be easier to know division as well. Um, but today we're going to be learning how to show work for two-digit numbers divided by one-digit numbers. Okay, so let's start. So our first question today, first problem today is 75 divided by 5, right? And I put the times table, the 5 times table here for you guys so you can use it as a reference as we go along. So our first step is to write out our equation. So 75 in this case is our dividend. Our dividend is the number we are dividing or splitting up, right? So that number will always go in the middle, well, inside. And I'm sorry if my handwriting is really bad. It's hard to write on the computer. And then we have 5. And 5 is our divisor. So we're going to put 5 on the outside. And this is what we're dividing by. 70. Okay. So when we are dividing, we're showing our work, we always start off with the outer left number, which here is 7, right? So looking at our times table, we have to see how many times 5 goes into 7. And by the looks of it, right, we see that it goes in one time. 1 times 5 equals 5, because the other numbers won't make sense, right? Because we can't put 10 right here because we can't do 7 minus 10, right? So let's put 1 here. So 5 times 1 is equal to 5. And for now, we're not going to pay attention to this number because first we're going to focus on these two. So now, just as a regular subtraction problem, we're going to do 7 minus 5, which is 2. And when we are dividing, this number on the right, we always bring it down. So now we're going to bring this 5 down. We're not going to make this 55. We're going to bring this down here. So where this 2 is. Now this number is going to become 25. And now we have to see, we're going to continue this process until we get to 0, or we can't put in any more numbers. So let's say this number is 2. 5 doesn't go into 2, right? So if we ever fall into a situation like that, that's when we know we can't move any further. But now the number is 25, and looking at our table, we can see that 5 does go into 25, right? And how many times is that? 5 goes into 25 5 times. So 5 times 5, right? We're going to put the number we're multiplying up here, 5. And so 5 times 5 is 25. And now we're going to subtract this. And this is going to be 0. So and just like that, our answer is 15. So 75 divided by 5 is equal to 15. That was pretty straightforward, right? I hope that helped you guys. Let's try another one. This one's going to be a little more trickier. Well, I think it might be. So this one, 50 divided by 4. So in this case, our dividend is 50. Oh, I don't like how that looks. Let's do that again. So our dividend is 50. And our divisor is 4. Okay. So again, we're going to focus on the left number, right? The number on the left. So now we have to see how many times does 4 go into 5? 4 goes into 5. Looking at our table, it goes into 5 one time, right? And it can't go into 5 two times because 5 is less than 8, and we can't subtract 5 minus 8, right? So it only goes into 5 one time. So 4 times 1 is 4. Again, we don't do anything with this number yet. Subtract that. 5 minus 4 is 1. And then we bring this number down. That number is 0, right? So now this number becomes 10. So now we have to look. How many times does 4 go into 10? Let's look on our table again. So here, 4 goes into 10 two times, right? It can't go any further because 12 is greater than 10, and we can't do 10 minus 12, right? So we're going to do 4 times 2, which is 8. And now we would subtract this. And we can't do 0 minus 8, so we're going to borrow here. We're going to get rid of this one, and this becomes a 0. 10 minus 8 is 2. And now we have a problem. So we have 2 right here. Does 4 go into 2 how many times does 4 go into 2? It can't, right? Because 2 is less than 4. So when we have a number less than the divisor and we can't move any further, this becomes our remainder. I am so sorry. Okay. That's our remainder. Okay? So our answer for 50 divided by 4 is going to equal 12. And when we put remainder, we put our remainder 2. And that is our final answer. Well, I hope this, guys, I'm sorry, I cannot speak English today. Well, I hope this helped you all get a better understanding of division and how to divide 2-digit numbers by a 1-digit number. This is a great start. This is kind of a good way to start you guys off. If you guys have any questions, I think there may be a way you can ask me. I'm not sure. But once you guys see this video, you can ask your teachers and maybe they can forward me any questions, or you can ask your teachers to help you with anything I just explained to you guys. Okay, well, that's all for today. Bye, guys.